Have you ever wondered why the heart, a vital organ pumping blood 24/7, doesn't seem to get cancer? While cancers of the skin, lungs, and liver are well known, primary heart cancer is so rare that it almost seems mythical. Today, we're diving into this fascinating mystery, exploring how the biology of the heart protects it from cancer and what this means for overall health and wellness. If you're new to me, please like, subscribe, and click the bell for this channel, Dr. McSwain. Please also remember that the information provided in this podcast is for educational purposes only. Please seek the medical advice of your physician with any questions you may have regarding a medical condition or health objectives. And visit micenterhm.com if you're interested in me becoming your doctor.
Today's episode is sponsored by Vitality Health RX Supplements. Whether you're an athlete, a busy professional, or just someone looking to prioritize health, Vitality Health RX has what you need. With premium ingredients and rigorous quality control, their supplements support your body's natural functions. Visit shopvrx.com and use code FEELGREAT15 for 15% off your first order. Thanks to Vitality Health RX for sponsoring this episode. Now let's dive in.
Hello and welcome to the Feel Better, Feel Great podcast, episode 151. Why doesn't the heart get cancer? Unlocking the mystery of cardiac resilience. So in each episode of this podcast, we dive deep into the wonders of holistic health and functional medicine to empower you with the knowledge you need to lead a healthier, happier life. I'm your host, Dr. Andrea McSwain. Why is this topic interesting? Okay, first of all, who even knows about this, right? It's totally uncommon knowledge. People don't even realize that primary heart cancers, like cardiac sarcomas, are so extremely rare. And I think this makes me curious. Also, this is really a great idea to kind of dive into a biology topic to see how heart cells function, regenerate, and resist cancer. Also, this is a link to a broader discussion about cancer risk, prevention, and heart health. We'll uncover why cancer cells behave the way they do, how the heart's unique biology shields it from most cancers, and what lessons we can take from this for cancer prevention and heart health. First of all, simply, what is cancer as it relates to this? Cancer happens when cells grow out of control, ignoring the normal signals to stop dividing. And over time, this leads to cell accumulation called tumors, which can then shed those cells and spread to other parts of the body. So why are some tissues more prone to cancer? A lot of tissues have high rates of cell division, which increases their chances for mutations. And also there's a lot of environmental contributions for tissue damage, particularly in the skin, lungs, digestive tract, making them more vulnerable. Okay, so those are kind of things you already know, but really thinking about why is the heart unique in this situation? And also I want to tell you there's some real life application here, which I just think is absolutely remarkable. So heart muscle cells are called cardiomyocytes, cardio heart, myo muscle site cells. And they're highly specialized cells that they actually rarely divide after birth. And so they have less chance for mutation. Okay, that's important. Also, the heart pumps blood and it doesn't produce secretions or renew itself like the skin or the gut. The heart also enjoys a regular, rich blood flow. It brings oxygen and nutrients through the heart and also removes toxins. So this environment may help prevent tumor formation. So what can we learn from the heart? Well, first of all, let's look at the mitochondria. So the mitochondria is an organelle, or it's a small part of the normal cell that is the power plant. Now, how does the mitochondria work with cancer cells? So cancer cells have a large number of mitochondria, but they function differently from normal cells. Instead of producing energy efficiently, they switch to a process called glycolysis, which uses a lot more sugar. It's a very simple, greedy little attainment to get energy. So this is in contrast to the heart's mitochondria, and the heart's mitochondria remain highly efficient, powering the constant contraction of heart muscles without creating conditions for uncontrolled growth. So let's get into some real application here. First, what's going on? So the heart's resilience isn't just fascinating. It's a window into strategies. It's about improving cellular health across the entire body. If we can understand this mystery of how cancer cells do not exist in the heart, or very, very rarely, then we can better understand maybe what we can do to improve different cells throughout the body to reduce the risk for cancer. Okay, so the heart's ability to resist cancer and maintain functionality under constant stress gives us a lot of lessons. First of all, understanding the role of mitochondria in cellular health. And mitochondria are often referred to as the powerhouse, as I mentioned earlier. But they also regulate cell health. They manage oxidative stress and signaling when a cell should repair itself or program cell death called apoptosis. So when mitochondria are functioning optimally, they maintain a balance between cell growth, repair, and destruction. And this is essential for preventing cancer and other diseases. In cancer cells, mitochondria function is reprogrammed, providing rapid fuel through a usually glycolysis or sugar-based process, simple sugars, and they have unchecked growth. However, healthy tissues with strong mitochondria are better equipped to resist cellular stress that then can lead to mutations and disease or tumor accumulation. The heart, with its highly efficient mitochondria, is a great example of this. And that's why I brought this up, because when you think about how the heart doesn't get cancer, okay, well, what are some of the reasons possibly? And then highlighting the mitochondria is really important. I have several episodes on mitochondrial health to review, but then we look at how we can apply the heart's resilience to other organs. And the main way is to support the mitochondria. And there's other ways too, because the heart has a lot of oxygenation, blood flow, and a lot of pumping going on. And those are other ways to improve resiliency throughout the entire body. When mitochondria and blood supply and pumping are underperforming, cells can become energy starved, and then they start relying more on simple sugars or glycolysis. And this becomes an inefficient process, and cancer cells start to grow. Again, we look at the mitochondria not just for energy, but we also look for it for repair and also to support the reduction of oxidative stress. And oxidative stress is a major reason for DNA damage and mutation. When we're looking at all of these ideas, here are some takeaways and practical tips. First of all, how do we support the mitochondria? The mitochondria really love quite a few nutrients. We love a product in my practice called MitoEnergy. It is a multivitamin for the mitochondria because tired and sick mitochondria make people feel really weak. And there's another way to support this, which is NAD therapies. The mitochondria are the power plant of the body, of the cell of the body. So when we look at how do we make mitochondria, when we look at how mitochondria makes energy, we sometimes look at what are the different parts that go into building energy, or people often heard of the term ATP, and that's a currency of energy in the body. When we look at ways to support making energy and making ATP, one of the important substrates or parts of that is called NAD. Okay, and NAD, which is nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide. So we're just going to say NAD. But with that, what we have is a powerful way to support the mitochondria and keep them strong. So we can neutralize free radicals, reduce oxidative stress. NAD is an imperative nutrient, or substrate rather, and it also is available now. We use NAD infusions in our practice. We use them for supporting mold, supporting mitochondrial health, reversing substance withdrawal, all these things to really help the body get stronger. And this is a key feature for how the heart muscles are so strong. And we want to build that resilience in the other tissues. So we also look at other ways to support the mitochondria with CoQ10, alpha lipoic acid. Of course, we look for lifestyle to boost the mitochondria. So exercise, really building up the pump of the body, making sure we reduce oxidative stress by avoiding rancid fats in our diets, so things that are fried. Also making sure we avoid processed sugars, which become very readily available for those abnormal cells looking to grow quickly. And then, of course, we're looking at stress management, because cortisol is stressful. And high doses of cortisol or high stress in the body will ultimately be very difficult for the mitochondria to be able to handle. Definitely a different topic. And I wanted to provide this. This is both Heart Health Month and Cancer Prevention Month. So that's why I put these two pieces together and wanted you to see them. And understand that when we start to look and process the physiology of the body, it can give us insights to healing. And the heart has a unique biology, and it reminds us that every organ has a role to play in maintaining overall wellness. So we want to make sure that we get those healthy lungs to make sure we get lots of good oxygen delivery and also pick up CO2 waste. We want the gut to be able to not be exhausting when we digest, absorb, and then process nutrients and remove waste, and all those things to contribute to a holistic approach to health and the body. The heart's incredible design shows us why it's so resistant to cancer and offers us a blueprint for how we can protect other parts of our body. By supporting mitochondrial health, reducing risk factors, and maintaining a healthy lifestyle, we can learn from the heart's resiliency and apply it to our own lives. If you want to start improving your mitochondrial health today and learn from the lessons of this presentation, this episode, think about the small steps. Adding a little bit more greens to your plate, taking a walk after dinner, moving, just enjoying that, carving out 5 minutes for deep exhalation support. These little habits add up and they really help us. Remember, the lessons we learn from the heart's resilience can be applied to our entire body. Focusing on mitochondrial health not only reduces our cancer risk, but also enhances our energy, our brain function, and our overall quality of life. If this resonated with you today, please subscribe to the podcast, leave a review, share it with friends and family. Also click that bell to make sure you get notifications. There is a very good link as well that I wanted to share with you about NAD and its ability to serve as a therapeutic agent to alleviate multi-organ failure and sepsis, meaning that when we look at how powerful it is to actually facilitate the health of the mitochondria with these nutrients like NAD, CoQ10, alpha lipoic acid, and we can look at that in supplementation, and working with your provider. We can also look at all of your lifestyle things like your dark leafy greens, and you're getting movement and you're working on reducing your stress. We can actually see how these things can impact our ability to not get sick, right? And we say not get sick, it's not just infections, it's also pretty severe situations like cancer. So there's this very good article on how NAD supports the situation of multi-organ failure and sepsis. And we'll have that link for you in the blog. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you found the insights valuable and you feel inspired to apply what you've learned to your daily routine, and then also to understand some more of the advanced concepts that our body offers and some more advanced concepts that we're offering in clinics and functional medicine practices throughout the country, including NAD infusions, which have a powerful impact to improve our body's ability to heal. Thank you.